What's up? One podcast a day will keep the addiction away. And today we have Sai. Sai was in the previous podcast. He gave a bit of his opinions on NoFAp, but now it's going to be him and I only. And Sai is a student in a high school in India, and he's been doing NoFAp almost, it's been a year. And now he's like on his 4-day streak, and hope he keeps going like that. And he's 17 actually. And we know a lot of guys in high school, they're not doing NoFap. And there's a study that says that men in school, young guys in school, are basically females are more enthusiastic. They're smarter in school, and in so many other facts that females are smart in school when it comes to men. And one of the factors is, I think, is because men are fapping. Do you think, Sai, it's one of the reasons why?
Definitely. It reduces your focus and it reduces your performance in school. In fact, when I started NoFap, I kind of recollected certain things. The things before I used to start fapping, before I started fapping. And I was a very bright student, I could say that. Why? Because I used to play 2 Indian instruments. I was quite good at school. I used to go for many classes. I was quite active, isn't it? When I was 13, that's when I actually started falling into these traps. My friend introduced me to porn and other kind of things, and this carried on. It kept on going on, and within no time it became an addiction. Not an addiction, I would say it became a habit. And after that, you see, it started ruining my life slowly and slowly. You see, you don't see a rapid change within 1 or 2 days. Once it becomes a habit, it really ruins you, because your focus, your performance, your ability to improve yourself, it all goes down. And I feel that young men today have to take this as a serious threat. Porn and all these kind of addiction is a real threat to real men. Understood? It can make men feminine, and that's my point.
So going back to what you're saying, talking about two things I want to say about. The first thing is it's true when you're saying that you were doing instrument, and then sooner or later your energy start to decrease in school. You start less focused. It's not about school here. It's about starting to get less focused. And no matter what you're doing, you're less focused and you're less productive. And I realized that it happened to me. There's a when I was 17, I had a streak of 3 months. And since ever, I was ever very productive. I never been that much productive my entire life in school. And I saw a dramatic change in my behavior, in the way I think, in the way I am in school. And the second fact I want to say about what you were saying, and the last thing, is that males are becoming feminine. Yes, because their testosterone decreasing in men, and it gets you to your weak side of you. There's always like the feminine side of you, and there's the masculine side of you, and you're literally destroying your masculine side. You're throwing it by you're throwing the energy by fapping and producing that energy to somewhere unnecessary. And so that's very important, talking about you become feminine. Imagine if you stop that now, you're going to see dramatic change in your way of thinking. You become less anxious, you become stronger, more firm. And that's what I realized.
True.
You want to add something on that question?
Yeah, testosterone is the essence of men. Women especially can sense that thing. We men don't sense it, but women can. And I've seen that happening. When I first started NoFap. On the 7th day, I could see certain changes. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not lying. I'm seriously saying this. You can attract women, but don't start fapping, and don't start NoFap with an intention to get girls, because that's not going to happen. Understood? True.
Yeah, perfect. Second question. Is pornography disconnect you from girls in general?
True. Absolutely. You see them as objects, and you don't respect them, or you don't see them as humans. Understood? You see them as sex objects, and it's absolute crap.
And when you
Absolute
do
crap.
that, do you feel like they disrespect you in subconscious?
Yeah, true. Definitely. Definitely. They do it. They do it.
Because
When you can't respect them, yeah.
it scares them.
True, true,
If this guy,
true,
like subconsciously, but consciously, she doesn't know you're seeing her objectify. If you're, some guys are very good at hiding, they're really good at game, they know how to speak, but subconsciously,
yeah,
she start to shit test you, and then she feel like you're reacting, and that's what's the
true,
problem. When you stop watching porn, realize you with yourself, and if it actually you start seeing a girl as the way she is, and now
mm-hmm,
there's a connection here because
mm-hmm,
now you see her as a
true,
human, and now there's a connection. Now she has to also work for it. She has to work for the relationship. Not you keep like, because that's one of the issues with pornography. And they say,
true,
um, I I don't want to say anything about industry, but I know that the pornography industry are the third biggest industry uh, industries. It's a multi-billion dollar
mm-hmm,
industry,
true,
and governments sometimes
true,
they're letting this because it's paying their taxes, paying their bills, so it's a big issue in society.
true,
And we're not here to tell what government what to do, but we're telling men to realize what it is.
true, true, true.
Okay.
Most of the countries in the East, most of the countries in the East have banned it because of religious purpose. Something like Saudi and
Dubai, I think.
even India.
India, yeah.
But I don't know about the West. I don't know much about the West. True,
Dubai,
true.
no, one of my cousins, he lives in Dubai, and I remember like asking, like
Mm-hmm.
I was like my teenagers, like, hey, do you watch? He said yes, but no, actually, there's no in Dubai. But he said he told me like he's using VPN, but still, it's better than nothing. I'm a young man. I was 8 years old when I saw pornography pictures on my computer. I was 8 years old, and I was on
True.
the MSN chat. I don't know if MSN was
Mm-hmm.
on everyone's time, but it was my time. And I was on MSN. I saw this link and I clicked on it, and it got me to pornography. At the time, there was no filters. Things internet was new at the time,
True.
so this one is
True. True.
and
And the thing is, in the past, you had to use magazines and photos, and I believe that it takes more stress and mental work in order to, ejaculate while you're using such kind of things. Why? But today, you're watching porn. It's very easy for you to ejaculate. Understood? It's very easy to ejaculate when you're using porn. There's a large difference between porn and magazines which show
it
nudity.
decreases. They all
I don't know much
look
about it, but
but
there is
yeah,
true, true.
yeah, but it decreases.
There is some kind of straits. Yeah,
I think pornography. Then you have
yeah,
pictures, and then you have fapping, and then you have the last thing is sexual energy. It's having
true,
sex,
true,
having
true,
basically having sex to have a baby. And the condom is way
true,
before that. And having a baby,
true,
this is the most productive form in the sexuality of a man. That's the only time it gets really productive
true,
is to have a baby.
true,
And
true.
talking about the thing about, oh, I forgot what I said about pornography, but okay, so something else I want to say is we have now Instagram, and we have our Facebook, and we have
True,
YouTube. The amount of
true.
girls you see by accident,
Mm-hmm. True,
as you click on indirectly on those videos, they start um, you start seeing them more because the algorithm of YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and
true. Believe me, women have been sexualized. They are just crazy on Instagram and other kind of social media. It's making really difficult for men too.
yeah, keep going.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
So
Women have been sexualized. That's all.
yes, and the Instagram, Instagram and
Yeah.
Facebook and all those corporations, they're making money, so they want more females in their platforms. And it's
True. True.
very dangerous. Now, instead of having magazines and models, now you have females from home. They can now simping those men. Men are simping on Facebook, Instagram.
True.
So talking about that, that's another
True.
topic.
True.
You want to add?
True. Yeah. One thing is fapping makes you a simp, and simping is not what real men do. For fuck's sake, seriously, if you simp and try to find a reason why you simp, one reason why you are simping is because you fap. You keep the women on pedestal and you don't know your own value. You don't value yourself. That's one thing I would say.
Yeah, you were saying that simping and stuff like that. Okay, so do you want to say last thing? This is gonna be very short here because I have to leave. I have something very busy. But
Yeah,
something from your heart, something that can
true,
change
true.
some.
Okay.
Can you listen? I'm talking. Just listen. Something that can change someone. What
Yeah.
would be something you would want to say to that person, and that can change his life in a sentence?
Just stop simping. Just stop fapping. Seriously, just stop fapping. That's all I would say. I don't know much. I'm not into this thing for too long. I'm not much experienced, but I know that I've changed at least a little bit by no fap and no PMO. It changes you a little bit at least. That's all I would say.
So doing it alone, it's better to do it with more men around you so they can support you. Uh,
True.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna link a Telegram group.
Not only that,
Go ahead.
see, a teenager like me, for us, our friends, most of my friends are into fapping. For most of my friends. So actually meeting these men, these boys who are of my age, it makes it more difficult for me. What you just said is be with men who do it with, who do no fap. But for me, my case was in the initial stages, I was with people who fapped. It made it really difficult. So yeah, what you just said is really helpful. Really helpful. You need to surround yourself with people who are into NoFap. And CS and the Telegram group, it's really helpful, to be honest.
So that's why I'm gonna link the Telegram group in the description for people to help other people join and be surrounded with role models. And
True.
yeah, and if you can hit that subscribe button and like,
Mhm.
share if you want, it might help someone else. And if you want to join those podcasts, just message in Telegram group and we'll put you in our podcast Telegram. Okay,
Okay.
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Peace out.
Bye.